Hello friends, welcome to our Sagittarius Full Moon Magic Concert. Sagittarius is such a beautiful and inspiring sign, full of wonder, full of enthusiasm. So let's capture some of the rays from that beautiful moon and connect in and bring that sense of wonder out into our own lives. So let's begin by coming into the right here and right now. Wherever you are on earth, connecting in with your body, with your breath, and taking our awareness to the direction of below, down through feet, through base of spine, down, 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 down into the heart of Mother Earth. Feel her anchoring you, keeping you safe and strong. Right down into a glowing red core, a beam of energy connecting us. And when we all connect to this central point in the heart of our Mother Earth, it's that same point regardless of where we are on the surface. We draw inward and we become connected. And breathe this energy up and up and up and up and up to rest at our heart center, filling our hearts with love, the nurturing energy of our Mother Earth. And taking our awareness up and up and up and up through the top of our heads, out through roof to sky, limitless sky, farther sky. Swirling galaxies, beautiful planets and their moons, things known and unknown, a miracle. Wow, sky that we are part of, that Earth is still part of. The great wonder, limitless, beyond ending. The great question we can never really answer. And draw that energy of mystery and wonder down, 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 down to meet the energy of below in our hearts, the meeting point. Now I send this energy of love out to you in gratitude. Thank you for being here, for sharing this magical moon with me, with each other. Let's welcome in the elements, welcoming in air, all the gifts of laughter and play and light-heartedness and flexibility, new possibilities, the bright dawn, bird song, butterflies, the scent of spring, air. You're welcome in our circle, blessed be. Energies of fire, of firelight and candlelight, of the warm hearth in the heart of winter for those of you in the southern hemisphere, for the bright solar rays of the sun at his zenith in the northern hemisphere, so close to the solstice. Fire of Sagittarius, mutable fire that wants to travel and take us with it, with its enthusiasm. Fire of courage and the focused energy of willpower. You're welcome in our circle. Blessed be. Energies of water, of quenching our thirst, of floating on a sea of dreams, of allowing our hearts to flow and open with love, water of deepest reflection, of looking inward, seeing ourselves. Water, you're welcome in our circle. Blessed be. And energies of earth, of rock and stone and bone and ancestors, of this, our planet, our mother, our bodies, nature, of which we are a part of. Earth of stability and tenacity and strength. Earth of prosperity. Enough for everyone. Generosity. You're welcome in our circle. Blessed be. And energies of spirit, the everything, especially on this Sagittarius full moon, when we open our hearts and minds to the gift of wonder and connect with the great divinity that unites all of us. Spirit, I have you here on my altar, represented in so many forms as goddess and God, as things unnamed and named. Beautiful statues from all over the world, of the Minoan snake goddess, of Pegasus, the horse that connects so strongly with Sagittarius, of Ganesha, of Hecate, of Dionysus, of this South American wonder whose name I don't know, of the great cosmic emu painting that I got in Australia, straight from the artist in northern New South Wales, this beautiful cosmic star that leads us out. Spirit, spirit, spirit of 1,000 names and spirit nameless, you're welcome in our circle. Blessed be. By earth and air and fire and water and by the power of spirit, this circle is cast and outside of time. This circle is cast and outside of space. Blessed be. So we're going to start with the energy of the archer, that Sagittarius picture of the centaur with the bow and arrow, and leading that arrow forward. That's fire in motion, sending our intentions out and galloping to catch up to them. So the archer that I connect most strongly with is, of course, Artemis, the great Greek goddess of wilderness, of the hunt, and strongly connected in with the forces of nature. So here's my song to her that I wrote in Australia many years ago. So in this instance, when I was writing it and feeling that Artemis energy, I was in the eucalyptus forests of Victoria. So this is Artemis of the eucalypts. From skies of blue, you call me, run far from the light. From skies of blue, you call me, kiss the night, kiss the night. I am awake in moonlight, dreams question the day. I am awake in soul light, run away, run away. Follow me, I'll lead you into your life under the trees. Oh, I am Artemis of the Eucalypts. Follow me. And in her heart, the hunter, she sharpens the knife, and now my bow is drawn to wildlife, my wildlife. Deep in her death and frightened, freedom can be cruel, and in her life enlightened, sister brave and beautiful. Follow me, I will lead you into your life under the trees. Oh, I am Artemis of the Eucalypts. Follow me, I will lead you into your life under the trees. eucalyptus. Follow me, follow me. I will lead you into your life under the trees. I am Artemis of the eucalyptus. Follow me. Okay, here's a story. So last night, it's Saturday morning now, and I'm super excited because my son Ruben is coming to visit me tomorrow night. I'm picking him up at the airport. So tomorrow's out for recording the concert, so which is the actual night of the full moon. So I thought, okay, I'll do it early, I'll connect in early. So last night, I'd spent all day getting my altar ready, going and buying flowers and really connecting in with that energy. But I was having a weird day yesterday in that way that we sometimes do. And I just couldn't quite connect in. And it just didn't feel like doing the concert. Now I really do. But then I just didn't. But thought, no, I really should, because then la la la, blah blah blah. But it just wasn't happening. So I thought to myself, what's going to make me feel better? And I thought, okay, a walk up the mountain, because I hadn't gone for my usual morning walk, which I do every morning. So I was feeling a bit weird in that way, disconnected with my body and myself from not having exercised. And so rather than a morning walk, I went on a sunset walk, and it was totally magnificent. I went up the mountain. It's like, oh wow, there's the moon and the sun was setting, and absolutely beautiful. And sat up the top and really meditated on the energy of wonder, and this gorgeous sunset was happening, and I got so many insights and came back and thought, yeah, now I'm ready to do this concert. Now I've really got that gorgeous Sagittarius energy moving through me. So I came back and got all dressed up and the whole bit and recorded the concert, and it was quite lovely but sort of weird too, because I'd been disconnected all day. And then I went to take the phone into Tim to upload it, and it hadn't recorded the whole thing. I thought, oh my goodness. So then, I had a good laugh about that and thought, it's about following your bliss. As Joseph Campbell, I've been reading lots of Joseph Campbell as I've been preparing for writing my Persephonebook. And so I read The Power of Myth last week, and he's always talking about following your bliss, and I think there's something Sagittarian about that. It's allowing that fire to lead you forward in that sense of wonder and do exactly what it is that your heart is telling you to do, and that's where the magic is. So that's what I was doing when I was walking uphill and connecting with that Sagittarius energy of wild enthusiasm. That was raw and that was real. Then I came back and tried to anchor that, and it's like, no, that's not going to happen. So I summoned that enthusiasm again this morning, and now I'm totally in the flow, and it's so much better. So anyway, that was my Artemis story really, because I was out in nature, and she reinvigorated me. Now I'm going to sing a song about horses, because Sagittarius, as I said, the archer, the centaur, half human, half horse, the most famous centaur in Greek mythology is Chiron, the great teacher, who's wise. But this song is really about the ocean's horses and connects us in with Poseidon, which is a more Piscean energy, and we can see that thread of connection then with the Sagittarius wild leaping forward of the horses and that Piscean energy, the connection being they're both mutable. Mutable water is Pisces, mutable fire is Sag. Anyway, here's a song called Horses. It makes me feel wild and free, and it's pretty Sagittarian energy too. migrating bird. I long to fly like a migrating bird. I long to fly over the sea, over the sea. Someday I'll fly like a migrating bird, far, far away, on wings that are wide, to all that is wild, all that is free, all that is wild, oh, all that is free, all that is wild, all that is free, all that is wild, oh, all that is free. Wild, oh, all that is free. Hear the waves, white horses dancing below me. There's very much that sense of freedom in Sagittarius. It's wildfire, you know? It's fire that is so much strength, so much energy in it. Sagittarius is ruled by the planet Jupiter. Those of you who have read the Full Moon Magic booklet this month, then yeah, I have an article on Jupiter, also on Artemis, so definitely worth reading that and connecting in. And remember, the Full Moon Magic, the booklets come with the $10 plus level, plus all these film clips that I'm releasing at the moment too. So anyway, Jupiter, I was just reading this morning in a email thing that I subscribe to called Earth Sky News, that Jupiter is the closest to Earth that he's going to be this year, so or for a while, I guess. 12-year cycle, so maybe it's even in that 12 years. I'll have to read that article more fully. But anyway, very, very close at the moment. So that Jupiterian energy, which is very positive, very expansive, just wants to share, to shine. That's really, really strong at the moment. And Zeus is also, Jupiter is Zeus in Greek mythology, and Zeus is also the one who throws the lightning bolts, and that's that raw, exciting energy of fire as well, that can illuminate, that can make a sudden and dramatic change. Maybe I'll do this song. This is called After the Storm, and this is, fire is that there's a sense of transformation in fire, burning away the old, making way for the new. Mutable fire even more so, because mutability is always about change. And I was thinking when I was up the top of my hill having my moment of bliss last night, I'm here in front of my bookshelf of a small collection of my books, the stuff that isn't in my dad's shed in Melbourne, and Sagittarius is connected with the energies of higher learning. And I was thinking last night, well, by being willing to learn, we're accepting change into our lives. We're saying, okay, I want to be different. I want to know something different. I want to learn this. I want to grow. And I think that willingness to change is that Sagittarian quality as well. Joyfully embracing what's new, how we can expand our minds, this higher learning idea, that we're not fixed in saying, this is what I know, this is the truth of the matter. Always to go, yeah, well, I'm willing to explore that. I'm even willing to say, I don't know, is a quality of Sagittarius. Reading that Power of Myth book this week, and there's one point where Bill Moyers, who's interviewing Joseph Campbell, asks him a question, something about, and what do you think these sacrifices in these myths or rituals mean? And Joseph Campbell, who is just so knowledgeable, he just says, that I cannot say, that I don't know. It's like, wow, owning that is so liberating, to say, I don't know, and yet I'm willing to keep exploring and keep searching that Page of Wands energy of continual wonder at the possibility of the knowledge of growth. It's so exciting. Anyway, I wrote this song after the storm, when that bolt of lightning came through, an electrical storm in New Mexico, and it woke me up out of a slumber, out of a cocoon that I'd built myself in when I was feeling really down. And this lightning storm, this Zeus firing down his illuminating, fertilizing energy, just was like, okay, here I go, fresh new beginning, burn away the old, liberate the new. I found my way to the time of the day where the sky turns grey and the water was falling through. Oh, oh, Lord, Lord, oh. I've been so dry, and the lightning sky was a sign that I had to live, had to die anew. Oh, oh, Lord, Lord, oh. But I didn't hold back. Each flash was a crack in a shell that held me, did it until I grew. That I couldn't explain fell away, and away I flew. Into lightning sky, into thundering sky, that was stretched out tight and in flashes of white I knew. Oh, 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 that I so let alone, that I wasn't alone, the sky and the ground and everything around it was a part of me too, a part of me too. That the storm was I, that the river was I, that the desert was I, and the rhythm of magic was you. Oh, oh, Lord, oh, oh. And it danced its song, and it drummed its song, and it wailed its song to the rhythm that was true. Oh, oh, love, love, oh. And my soul was free, and as far as I could see, and around rang the universal sound of the everything, the everything. My wings were wide and my eyes were wide and my vision was wide, seen colours of every hue. Oh, oh, the land, taking in the expanded view. Oh, oh, Lord, Lord, oh, and I opens the door after rain and snow, and the sun was warm and the earth reborn, and I was too, and I was too, and I was too, and I was too. Just occurred to me that maybe I sang that for last month for Scorpio, because that would be totally fitting too, death and rebirth. But I think it's actually more of a Sagittarius song, that great wonder of the sky and that re-entering into, oh wow, wow, this is life, this is incredible, I'm so blessed, this is amazing. And I think sometimes going through that trial of fire, however painful, can bring that gift. And of course, Sagittarius follows Scorpio, so it's that re-entering into enthusiasm after the life-death experience that Scorpio is, of Scorpio's gift. Here is another song that I wrote about going through a trial by fire. I wrote this for my friend Rachel, who's just totally amazing. And many years ago when she was going through a terrible, terrible trauma. And I know how strong she is, and I knew she'd pull through. But the trial itself is just so painful sometimes. And, you know, we need our friends around us to help us through. And the gift of coming out the other side, knowing you've survived it, is this sense of reconnection to the life force. So anyway, this song is called Your Soul is a Lantern in the Dark. It's from Guided by Venus. I put it on that album because that's an album of love songs, and this is a love song of mine to Rachel. And that lantern, that light, that spark, I like to picture the hermit in the tarot, and he's walking along and he's holding his one lantern leading him forward. That's that eternal spark of spirit, of soul, that never goes away. That's that wonder, that's that divinity that Sagittarius leads us out into. So you might like to consider your trials by fire, we've all been through them, and send yourself some love during this song. I've been going through a trial by fire. Everything you knew is burning away, revealing what is true. Nothing is brighter than the soul that burns in you, than the soul that burns in you. Down in your deepest cave, I've seen you hiding, trying to be brave, and I've seen you cry, brave enough to feel a heart that is bleeding, opens to reveal your soul is a lantern in the dark. Your soul is a lantern in the dark. Your soul, your soul lantern in the dark. Hope will return again, rise like the phoenix, naked from the flame, burn away the old, liberate the new. Tell me, my sister, is there more that I can do? Please tell me if there's more that I can do. Your soul is a lantern in the dark. Your soul is a lantern in the dark. Your soul, your soul, your soul is a lantern in the dark. Couple more songs. Let's go back to that horsey energy of Sagittarius and feel that mane of wild, fiery hair as we gallop onto our next adventure. It's a very adventurous sign. I realise, I guess I have an affinity with it. My Mercury is in Sagittarius, it's directly opposite my moon, and so that continual love of travel and adventure. I'm always planning my next adventure when I get home on the way home from my last one, and I have so many adventures ahead of me this year. I love it. And we just got to make a life of adventure. It's up to us to make our life adventurous, regardless of what our jobs are or our commitments and all that. We can always welcome adventure into our lives. You can find it locally. You can, like that twilight walk I did last night, you know. They can be big adventures, travel, this and that, learning, studying, all these kinds of things. There's no reason why we can't, every single one of us, have a life of adventure. Regardless of income or even available time, because an adventurous spirit can find those cracks in between. And so think about how you can welcome adventure into your life during this Sag full moon. This song is called Fire Horse. I'm going to show you a beautiful picture. Look at this, isn't that gorgeous? I've had this for years. The woman called Lucina Adams, who is the photographer who photographed the front cover of my album, of my Wolf Sky album, which the song Fire Horse is on. She painted that for me. And I just love this. Look at that. I hope you can see that. I'll bring it a bit closer. But just this beautiful, beautiful mane of fire. And Fire Horse, I'm referring to the Chinese astrology. I'm a horse born in 1966. And so there's the 12 zodiac signs in the Chinese astrology. You know, the horse, the pig, the snake, the dragon, etc. Rooster. And then there's the 5 elements. And so 5 12s are 60. Every 60 years, there's the same combination of sign, animal, and element comes around. So I'm a fire horse. And the interesting thing about Fire Horse is that in traditional Chinese culture, it was considered too wild, too dangerous a sign for women to be born under. And in very conventional Chinese society, in days of yore, but not too long ago, often the female babies of the Fire Horse year were killed at birth, and which is just so heartbreaking because of this indomitable, wild spirit of the combination of the horse and the fire. And so I'm very proud to be born a fire horse and to be a fire horse woman. And I know so many great fire horse women, Karen and Janet and Tina, and wow, there's so many. I could go on and on and on. And each have this connection with this wild spirit and just doing things our own way, and surviving and pushing through those seeming barriers and blockages, leaping over that fence and being free. So this song is called Fire Horse, and I'm also going to send this out to my friend Mary over in Massachusetts, who I was visiting recently, Mary and Abby, at the house concert I did at their house. Mary requested this, and it'd been years since I'd done it, so I kind of did a slap together version, and then I've been practicing since then. So sending this out to you, Mary, I know it's one of your favourites. So, okay, Fire Horse. Flowing through time, as fleeting and bright as the dawn. And lately I'm feeling that I'm a shapeshifter wearing this form. Earth is the ground beneath my feet, water the blood that's flowing through me. The sky, the seasons that ceaselessly turn, the planets that rise and then fall, the stars that continue to burn. The soul in my center is wild, a horse that can never be tamed. I knew this when I was a child. I'm learning it over again. Earth is the ground beneath my feet, water the blood that's flowing through me. Air is the sky I run beneath, fire the will that keeps me running through the storm. Water the blood that's flowing through me. Air is the sky I run beneath, fire the will that keeps me running. Earth is the ground beneath my feet, water the blood that's flowing through me. Air is the sky I run beneath, fire the will that keeps me running through the storm. Through a storm, magic is born of love, of love. Feisty, fire horse. Sinead O'Connor, who's one of my favourite singers, is a fire horse as well. And I think of how brave she's been, you know, and ridiculed for her courage in speaking out and for her spiritual path, and yet she's kept at it. Just that wild horse. She mentions it in one song. I'll try to think what it is. It'll come to me. Hang on a sec. Anyway, it'll come to me. I'm going to finish up with this song called Zero, and I only do this song on special occasions. And this song is about magic. Each of the verses correlates to one of the elements, and I'll sing this Northern Hemisphere style, so because I'm here in the Northern Hemisphere, and North is right behind me, and South down there, and I'm watching the moon and sun move from east to west across this way. At the end of this I'll do a raising of energy and a little spell, and I'd like to do this spell for magic. And magic is such a broad and beautiful term. It's the miracle of the universe. It's the life force that flows through everything. It's the things that happen unexpectedly. It's the synchronicities. It's wow, when you're connecting in with that flow and everything falls into place. It's when you send your arrow flying and it lands in fertile ground. So as I'm singing this, think about the areas in your life where you can welcome more magic, more trust in the flow, because sometimes magic is about letting go. The practice of magic, where we tilt our sails to the wind and catch that energy, which is what we're doing by doing these concerts and connecting with the energy of the moon each month, tilting our sails, catching that energy, flying forward. And think about where you can do that in your own life, and where you can just sometimes, where there needs to be less pushing, less resistance, less pushing the rock uphill, and just saying, you know what, I trust in spirit, I'm going to let go. So finding that balance between action and acceptance. There's that magic line. Gateway to an inner world, open the day and close the night, and life will flow through you. Now I see before me swirling element of air, a purple sky to kiss the night goodbye. There the winds of birth of change flow gently through. All space is here, all time is now. All space is here, all time is now. All space is here, all time is now. Zero. So burn brightly, southern sky, summer blue and glorious. A zenith sun ignites your eye, and fire flows through you. Now I feel before me, warming mind and soul and skin. The cosmic fire fuels the fire deep within, wand in hand beneath the summer flames. I sing, yeah, yeah. All space is here, all time is now. All space is here, all time is now. All space is here, all time is now. Zero. So melt slowly, western sky, backdrop to the shadow world. Oh, life is dance before your eyes, and birds, they cut through you. we carve to raise and like a cup, to catch the twilight that the sky is giving up. Love and pain and hope and fear and joy. All space is here, all time is now. All space is here, all time is now. All space is here, all time is now. Oh, zero, Lord, shine coldly, northern sky. One tonight, so beautiful, a waiting moon, embroidered stars to navigate the winter. And I hear the foggy silence, old and cold and clear, how its song and sigh of the passing years. Winter sun, you offer so much more than fair. All space is here, all time is now. All space is here, all time is now. All space is here, all time is now. So cosmic universe, spiraling here with us. Everything you know, sky above and earth below. Open each door and the elements four, they'll join hands and they'll dance. They'll join hands and they'll dance. They'll join hands and they'll dance in a zero, 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 zero. Zero. There is one power in the universe, and that is the power of magic. Magic that flows through everything, connecting each and every one of us. Magic of the unexpected, magic of the miracle. Magic of the flow, of connection, of the known, of the unknown. Magic fills our life if we allow it. If we take our awareness to the wonder in our life, don't take it for granted. Perfect magic is ours here and now. We fill our lives with magic. We send a beam of magic to those areas of our lives that we need it most. Perfect magic is ours here and now for the good of all and according to the free will of all. And so mote it be. Magic, magic, magic. All space is here. All time is now. That's an important magical statement because our consciousness is here and we are at the center. And so we are part of everything. So we are at the center here of our own universe, part of the great universe. So all space is here. And we are right at this juncture of past and future. So all time is right here and right now. Limitless, limitless, limitless. I wish you a wonderful full moon, and now it's time to open up our magical circle. You know, one thing I really do hope, I really hope this concert recorded, because if it didn't, and I do this again, because I've really enjoyed this one, so let's cross fingers and see that it's worked. Okay. Thank you, energies of earth, with stability and centeredness and strength and rest and plenty and prosperity and gratitude. I'm grateful to all of you folks. Earth, thank you. Hail and farewell. Thank you, energies of water, of the flow of love through our hearts. Blood through our veins. Water, thank you. Hail and farewell. Thank you, energies of fire, beautiful, mutable fire, ever-changing, hypnotic, full of wonder, full of mystery. Fire, thank you. Hail and farewell. Thank you, energies of air, our wings spread wide, our freedom, our truth, our clarity. Air, thank you. Hail and farewell. And thank you, energies of spirit, of goddess and God and everything in between, a spirit of 1,000 names and spirit nameless, spirit who is magic, spirit who is love, spirit who is life. Thank you. By earth and air and fire and water, and by the power of spirit, this circle is open but remains unbroken. Merry meet and merry part and merry meet again. Blessed be.